Okay. Good morning to all of you, dear children. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Myself, Shrikant Hugar. For you today, I have brought up a very important questions from the geography topic. The questions which are going to help you to attend the exam this year, as all of you are going to attend the exams where you are going to choose one option. So these are MCQ questions, multiple choice questions. To have better score, we have brought up a very fine concept from the geography topic. MCQ questions are very important questions which are definitely going to help in your annual exam. Dear students, if you like this, if you liked our video, please share it and make others also to get a valuable information from this video. So let us begin from our geography topic. A very important questions which are likely going to be in your annual exams. So let us go one by one with our first MCQ question. Right. Okay. So our first MCQ question which asks to us, the Lakshadweep Islands are formed by. We are having our islands, right? And the island, what it is? It's a Lakshadweep Island. Now this Lakshadweep Island is being formed by what? The question is being asked to us. Whether it is because of sand, whether the island it is formed because of the rocks, whether the island is being formed because of the coral rocks, or it's because of the alluvial soil. Right? Hope probably somewhat you have got it, but let us go and see what is the proper answer of it. Our Lakshadweep Island is being formed by the coral rocks. Okay, let's move to the way to our second question. Our second question, what it's the largest lake formed by lagoons in India. In India, right? It's a question is related to the largest lake it is, and what we call it. By what name it is being called, right? Whether it is a Chilika Lake, whether it is a Pulicat Lake, whether it is a Kolarou Lake, whether it is a Manas Sarovara, what it is. And the right answer for this it is the lake called as Chilika Lake it is, right? Dear children, in this session the number of questions which we are going to bring to you in front of you, these all are quite very important questions are. So these questions, right, very properly look over it and understand it and then go with the number of answer for it. Okay, let us move to our third question. Right, our third question is, it asks, which is the highest peak in South India? In South India, which is the highest peak? Right, we are talking at the bottom called as a Peninsula Plateau, the Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau, which is our southern part, which is even called as a southern part of it. In the southern part of India, which is called as a highest peak, whether it is a Armakonda peak, whether it is a Annemudi peak it is, whether it is about Mount Godwin Austin it is, or whether it is a Guru Shikhar. Which mountain is the highest peak having the highest peak in the country called as India? And the right answer for this is, it's our Annemudi peak, which is the highest peak in the South India. Right? Let us go to the next fourth question, MCQ. The Western Ghats are known as. Western Ghats, which lies towards the western part of India, right? From the Gulf of Kutch to up to the Kanyakumari, Gulf of Kutch to Kanyakumari. So here, this Western Ghat, right, is also known as, it is having one more other name, So let us see which is that. So 4 options it is in front of us, and in that the first option is Himadri, okay. The second option is Sahyadri. The third option is Himachal, and the fourth option is Annamalai. Fourth option is Annamalai. And what is the right answer for it? The right answer is Sahyadri. What it is called? It is called even as a what? As a Sahyadri also. Right? Now if you go over Himadri, Himadri lies in the where? In the northern part of the India. Northern part of India. Himachal, again northern part of India. Right? Annamalai, yes, in the southern part. Yes, in the southern part, but we do not refer it as a what? As a another name of which of the Western Ghat. So Sahyadri is also known. Sahyadri is also known as Western Ghat. Western Ghat is also known as what? As a Sahyadri. Okay. Let us go to the where our next question. Our next question it talks related to. It is asked to us that the climate of India. The climate of India can be described as climate long period of a time. Long period of 2 to 3 months, right? Long period of a time we refer it as a climate. Presently, my dear children, we are having the rainy season is been going, so it's a climate which moves right for a long period of a time for near about 4 months of the period. Now in front of us the question is what type of climate do India it is? It is having. So the climate of India can be described as the 4 options in front of us. The first option is Mediterranean climate. The second option is tropical monsoon climate. The third option is equatorial climate, and the fourth option is tropical climate. Now you might yes, your answer is quite very right. The answer is it's a tropical monsoon climate. It is. ಯಾವ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ಇದು ಟ್ರಾಪಿಕಲ್ ಮಾನ್ಸೂನ್ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. We call it as a tropical monsoon climate. Okay, let us go to our next question. The next question is to us, which is the coldest month in India? The coldest month. Now definitely summer season. In the summer season we will not have any sort of coldest month, right? Okay, opposite to it, yes, it's a winter season, and in the winter season itself we will have the too much of cold. Now in the winter season, which begins from the period of the December to the period of January to the period of February. Now among this, now let us get to know that which is that month which is very coldest. So we are having options in front of us. The first option is it's a December month. The second option is it's a September month. The third option it's a January month, and it's a fourth option it is the August month. Definitely yes, August month it will not. It's a rainy season period. So 3 options are there in front: December, September as well as January. So our right, yes, it's our right answer. The answer is what? It's the month called as a January month, the mid of the season. So January month is the coldest month in the country called as India. Let us go to the our next question. The next question it is the convectional rainfall. The convectional rainfall in Karnataka. In our Karnataka, what is what we call the convectional rainfall? Right? Different states with the different names. Even in the Karnataka, it is also called with a different name. Let us see the options what are given to us. Andis, the first option is called as Andi. The second option is called as a Kalbesaki. The third option is called as a mango showers, and the fourth option is called as a coffee blossom. Right? The fourth option is called as a coffee blossom, and in that the answer what it is? The answer is it is coffee blossom. So in Karnataka, the convectional rainfall which occurs, that is referred as a what? As a coffee blossom. It is referred. It is. Let us go to our next part. The next question is the fine iron never alluvium is also known as what? The options are the laterite soil. The option is second option Khadar. The third option it is Bhangar, and the fourth option is what? It's a regular. Laterite, Khadar, Bhangar as well as regular. And the right answer for this what it is? It's a Khadar. We call it as a Khadar. It is been referred. It is. Okay. Let's move to the way to our next question. And the next question it is red soils are formed from? Soil, you know very well, it's uppermost layer of the earth's surface, right? But we see different colors of soil. Bare color note now. We see black soil, we see lead red soil, we see red soil, right? Okay, mountain soil, alluvial soil, different soils are being there. The question to us it is what does this red soil is formed? How it is been formed? So 4 options in front of us. The first option is under the condition of high temperature and rainfall. Under the condition of high temperature and rainfall, or whether it is because of, in the second option, decomposition of organic matter. C option, weathering of granite, genesis and other crystalline rocks, whether because of that, or it's because of sediments which are deposited by the rivers. Among these 4 options, which is that one which is responsible for the formation of the soil called as red soil? And the right answer for this, what it is, it's because of weathering of granite, genesis and other crystalline rocks. Which soil is there? It is the soil called as a red soil. Let us move to our next question. Soil erosion can be controlled. Yes, dear children, we very well know that the soil which is on the uppermost layer of the soil, which we say this soil sometimes because of the wind or because of the river, force of the river, which converts into the form of flood, right? The different other process which makes what it is that we see the weathering of a what or erosion of the soil. So which is that one which is responsible for the erosion, right? And how we can control it? Now, yatra control. What way we can control it? Okay, the first option is do by the deforestation or use of topsoil for making the bricks, or afforestation or shifting cultivation. How we are going to control the soil erosion? And the right answer for this, it is afforestation. With the method called as afforestation, by planting the number of trees, we can stop up our soil erosion. Okay, let us go to our next one. Our next question, it talks related to tropical deciduous forest. Tropical deciduous forest in Karnataka are found in, right? In our Karnataka, the forest called as tropical deciduous forest, right? Where do we see? Whether in the first option, do we see the tropical deciduous forest lying at the Kalburgi? Second option, Bengaluru. Third option, Western Ghats. And the fourth option, Mysore. Where do we find tropical deciduous forest? So our right answer is what? It is Western Ghats. Okay, our tropical deciduous forest we see located at the where? At the Western Ghats of the Karnataka. Let's go to our next one. A very famous, the sundari tree. The sundari trees are found in, where do we get the sundari trees? So the options are mountain forest of Nilgiri, whether there we see, or tropical forest of Western Ghats, or evergreen forest of Western Ghats, or mangrove forest of deltas of rivers. Where do we see? Where do we get? Where do we found it? Okay, and the right answer for this what it is? It is mangrove forest of deltas of the rivers. There we get the trees called as a what? Called as a sundari trees. Okay, let's go to our next question. One of the methods of conservation of forest. Conservation of forest it is, right? What method you are going to do to keep safe your forest? And in that, the first option what it is at, whether urbanization. Second option, Indian tribalization. third option cultivation, and the fourth option is what? Reforestation. Which method? One of the method of conservation of forest. What method you are going to go to conserve your what? Conserve your forest. And the right option, the right answer is what it is? It's the reforestation method by which you are going to conserve your forest. Okay, let's go to the way to the next option. Next question. The next question in front of us, it is a Ranga Hills of Karnataka has been declared as, right? What name it has been declared? Say, do we call it as our national park? Do we call it as our biosphere reserve? C option, do we call it as a wildlife sanctuary? And in the fourth option, it's about national resource. What do we call it? So the right answer what it is wildlife sanctuary is the right answer. Let's go to the where our next MCQ. Our next MCQ. River Indus rise here. Where it rise? Many rivers flow in the country called as India. Many rivers are there. Even in the north, even in the south, even in the west, even in the east. Right? Now the river called as Indus, where do it rise? Whether it rise at Mount Kailasha, whether it rise at Mount Kanchenjunga, whether it rises at Mount Kodachadri, or none of these. Among these three, no places. Which one it is, right? So let us go and see what the answer it is. So Indus river lies at a place called as a Mount Kailash, the northern part of the India. Okay, let's go to the next question. Next, what it says, what the question is been asked to us. Which is the longest river of South India? In the south, the river, which river is the longest? So four options are in front of us. The first option called as a Krishna river. The second option, it is a Kaveri river. The third option, it is a Godavari river. And the fourth option is Narmada river. Okay, let us find out which river is one. And the right answer, yes, the right answer is what it is. It's a Godavari river, which is the longest river in the way in the south of the country called as India. Okay, let's move to the way to our next question. Our next question, what it is asked to us. It is an international multi-river valley project of India. See the question itself, in that the fourth word it is said international, right? So definitely it's not particularly restricted up to our country. If it is up to our country, then we will say it as a national word, we used to use it, but it is an international. So there is a joint collaboration is be there to make this river valley project. So let us find out, right, this joint collaboration which we have did, it is been constructed, this river valley project is been constructed on which river? Okay, so the first option is Kosi, the second option is Damodar, the third option is Bhakra Nangal project it is, or the fourth option is Krishna Upper project. Which among these all are these are being said as an international river valley project, and the right answer for this, it is the Kosi project, the joint venture of the country called as India as well as Nepal. Okay, let's move to the way to our next question, next MCQ. Coffee, tea, rubber, coconut. What do we call it? What do we call it? Do we call it as a food crops? Do we call it as a commercial crop? Do we call it as a plantation crop? Or do we call it as a beverage crop? Right? Coffee, tea, rubber, coconut. What do we call? Let go and see the answer. What it is? The answer is, it is our plantation crop. What crop it is? It's our plantation crop it is. Okay, let's move to our next question now it is. The largest producer of rice. Okay, which country is the largest producer of the food crop called as a rice? And in front of 4 options are there. The first option is it is India, the second option is it is Brazil, the third option is United States of America, and the fourth option is China. Now here we have to get to know that which country produces largest amount of rice. The right answer is it is the country called as China. China is the largest producer of the food crop called as a rice. Let's go to the way to our next MCQ question. Our next MCQ question is which soil is very best suitable for the cotton production, cotton crop? Which soil is very suitable to it, right? Soil is very essential for the production. Which soil is better to produce the cotton? And in that 4 options, let us go and see the 4 options. The first option is it is red soil. The second option is it's a laterite soil. The third option it is a black soil, and the fourth option is mountain soil. Which soil suits more? And the answer we are having in front of us, the answer is black soil is most suitable for the good production of cotton. Okay, let's move to the where our next question. The question is the region where tea is grown, where we do the production of the tea, that too in the South India, right? In South India, which is that region where we produce the tea, the state. Okay, let us look over the which are those states. Whether it is in the first option called as a Karnataka, second option called as a Tamil Nadu, third option called as a Telangana, or the fourth option called as a Kerala. Among these 4 states, where do we produce, or which is that place which is having the highest production of the tea in the southern part of the country called as India? So the right answer among these, it is the Kerala, where the region where tea is grown in the south of the country called as India. Let's move to the where our next. The first railway line in India was laid between these cities, right? Railway line, when again I talk related to the British were the one who have brought these railway lines for their purpose, for their trade purpose, right? Not for our fulfillment. But yes, there was a movement, there was a run of the transportation with the help of the railway line. Okay, let us look over which are these 2 cities between where the railway line was being connected. The first option between Mumbai and Thane, the second option Bengaluru and Chennai, the third option Kolkata and Delhi, and the fourth option is Ahmedabad and Jaipur. Among these, which one is where the first railway line was being laid down? So the right answer among these, it is between the Mumbai and Thane. The railway line was being laid down. Okay, let's move to our next one. District roads are maintained by the roads on which we move our vehicles, or whether by us, right? The roads which are being laid down. Okay, these district roads which are being constructed, these roads are being properly checked at a regular intervals. Who is going to look after these about them? Let us see and go to our options which are being there. Who is going to take care of them? Whether it is a Central Public Works Development, they are going to look after. Whether it is under the hands of State Public Works Department, whether it is under the hands of the Jilla Panchayats, or whether it is under the hands of National Highway Authority of India. Among these 4, who is going to look after? And the right answer for this, to look after the district roads, it's a Jilla Panchayat who gives its service. Okay, let's move to our next option. The largest national highway in India. There are many number of national highways which connects from the north to south, west to east, or central part of the India, right? Among these, which one is the largest national highway in India? The 4 options in front of us. The first option is National Highway number 6. The second option is National Highway number 7. The third option is whether it is a national highway number 4, and the fourth option is national highway number 36. Let us see the answer. The national highway called as 7 is the largest national highway in the country. Our next one. Let's go to our next question. The question is the most destructive atmospheric disaster. The most destructive atmospheric disasters, right? Now which are those? Whether it is because of the landslide it happens, whether it's because of the earthquake, C option whether it is because of the flood, or D option whether it is because of the cyclone, which brings too much of destruction. And the right answer among this, it is a cyclone. It's a most destructive atmospheric disaster. It happens because of which? Because of the cyclones. Okay, let's move to our next question. Coastal erosion is mostly caused by this action. Coastal, samudra dandi, right? Which is responsible for that? Who is responsible for this? Whether this coastal erosion is being done by the waves, whether it is being done by the cyclone, or whether it is being done by the landslide, or because of the earthquake. Among these four options, waves, cyclone, landslide, earthquake, who is responsible for the coastal erosion? The answer is the waves which occurs. The waves. Okay, right. So these all the number of important, some of the very important questions from the geography part which we have brought for you today. Look over this, right? Understand these all things very properly. Before giving any right options, before going to move with any of the options, read the question properly and then come to a proper conclusion. Hope these all things will help you for your better examination, right? So if you liked this our video, so please subscribe so that we can bring up for you in our next another video. We can bring you more good concepts which will help you in a better learning and understanding. Take care.